Hey guys, sorry it's been a while since I've been able to make a video. My family and I finally moved into our new place last week, so we've just been really busy getting settled in and just been super crazy busy. So finally got a chance to make a little video real quick. I want to address a lot of the stuff that's been coming out about DC this past week. My son is singing, sorry. It actually kind of has to do with one of the more recent videos I made when I was discussing about how Zack Snyder deserves more credit and how people are going to be giving Joss Whedon credit for lightening the tone of Justice League and all that stuff. Soon after I made that video, all this other stuff started coming out after Joe Morton, who plays Dr. Silas Stone, which is Victor Stone, aka Cyborg's dad. He did some interviews and mentioned lightening the tone, Joss Whedon lightening the tone, and so then, all this other stuff started blowing up. So after he mentioned that Joss Whedon was going to be lightening the tone of Cyborg's character, it just kind of confirmed what I was saying in my other video about Zack Snyder, that whole thing. You'll know more what I'm talking about if you go and watch that video. So after he said that, it just blew up this whole thing about, see, Joss Whedon is, lightening the tone of Justice League. And I'm not saying that he started that. I'm just saying that, when people say little things like that, even if they don't mean it in that way, it just, people take it and run with it and make it seem like Joss Whedon is changing the whole movie, which is what I said in my other video. And they were also saying that, oh, Joss Whedon is changing the ending of Justice League with his reshoots, and that it's no longer going to have a cliffhanger ending, which was said like a long time ago, I think last year maybe sometime, or a long time ago. It was pretty early on, I think, that they came out and confirmed that Justice League would no longer be part 1 and part 2 with a cliffhanger ending at the end of part 1. It would just be like, a standalone Justice League movie and then a sequel or whatever later down the road. And instead of having a part 1 and part 2 with a cliffhanger ending. They already confirmed that a long time ago. So, it's just like once one person comes out and says something, people take it and run with it. And they use, things that we already know to try to make new stories. And so people are making all these assumptions after he came out and said that Joss Whedon was lightening the tone and of Cyborg's character and stuff like that. So, I mean, if he is, that's fine. But like I said, people just make it into something that it's not. And oh, now he's changing the ending, and blah, blah. Like, we already knew the ending was going to be different than what they had originally said. They told us that like a really long time ago, long before Joss Whedon took over as director. So, like I said in my previous video, I think people are just going to be giving him credit if there's a lighter feel to the movie, which they also said a long time ago. Like, right after Batman v Superman came out, they came out and said that Justice League was going to have a lighter tone. But anyway, Joe Morton, the same actor, the guy that plays Dr. Silas Stone, he also did another interview where he was talking more about the Cyborg movie, the Cyborg solo movie. They asked him if, as far as he knows, is the movie still on track they're still going to have a Cyborg solo movie, because it wasn't mentioned at SDCC a few weeks ago. It wasn't mentioned. So also when they released their slate of upcoming movies, Cyborg solo movie was not on there. So they asked him if, as far as he knows, is it still in the works? And he said that as far as he's aware, it is still going to happen, the Cyborg solo movie. And also, as far as he knows, they're going to start on, it's going to be around 2020. I'm not sure if that's when he expects it to be released, or if that's when he expects them to start working on it. I don't know which one of those. But the year he gave was 2020. So that's as far as Joe Morton is concerned. That he said that he also signed that he signed a 3-movie deal. So we saw him first in Batman v Superman, and that short little cameo showing, you know, he's trying to fix Victor, and the mother box, you know, morphs with his body, and we see him very briefly in that cameo. So we saw him there. Now we're going to see him play a bigger role in Justice League. And so the 3rd movie would have to be the Cyborg solo movie. So hopefully what he said is what actually happens, what is accurate. I'm not discrediting him. I'm just saying that hopefully that's what is on track for the Cyborg solo movie. What else has been happening? Wonder Woman won some 3 Teen Choice Awards this past weekend, which is, you know, that movie has been a big success, so that's nice to hear. But I mainly just wanted to touch on what's happening with, you know, all these rumors going around and everything about Joss Whedon lightening the tone and changing the ending and all that. Yes, he said he's lightening the tone of Cyborg's character. That doesn't mean the whole movie's going to be different. You know, I mean, changing a whole movie with reshoots is, you know, doesn't seem reasonable, doesn't seem doable. It just seems ridiculous for people to even take one thing and, you know, go, how do you get from this point to that point just because he's doing reshoots? So that's what I wanted to touch on this week, especially since it kind of goes along with my previous video about Zack Snyder and Joss Whedon, that whole thing. If you haven't watched that video, go watch that one. So that's what I wanted to discuss. If more stuff starts coming out, I should have more time to start making, you know, videos as often as I was before, now that we're more settled and everything. So, should be keeping up with everything. I'm trying to do the best I can. It's been really busy, So, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about those rumors, everything that's going on about that. If you're hearing about, you know, I'm sure probably some of you have read these articles and heard about these things going on. So, let me know what you think and what else you want me to talk about also, Marvel, DC, whatever. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.